Time now to bring in Les Shapiro of ESPN Radio in Denver, Colorado. What type of reaction are these Nuggets getting in Denver with this streak they've managed to put together?
I've been here 29 years. It's a reaction I've never experienced before. Can't leave the gym without people saying, how about them Nuggets?
Making the decision for John Elway very, very difficult. But keep in mind, this is about the whole body of work, the whole 11 games they're going to look at him, and then they're going to make a decision what direction they go.
They're not pitching well, though. Let's see what happens. We still have, 4 months left of the season?
The talk here is very much about the quarterbacks. I went into the locker room. I asked the guys why not, and I really didn't get any good, concrete answers.
What's been the secret so far this year?
The secret is they're doing it as a team. You mentioned some stats. I'll give you another one. They don't have anybody scoring more than 17 points a game, yet they're this close to being the third seed in the Western Conference. They don't have anybody in the top 5 in steals. They don't have anybody in the top 5 in rebounds, in block shots, any of the major categories.
Anybody who thinks that this game had anything to do with the quarterback play primarily, I think is misguided, misinformed. And the Nuggets need to do something very simple here. They need to show him the money.
I think they're very uncomfortable right now, Nick. Again, they're losing a great GM. They're losing a guy who constructed virtually this whole roster.
So what are the Broncos missing? Not talent. They have plenty of that. Then what? Leadership? Emotion? A killer instinct? Probably all those things.
I felt really good that the president, who is a very big college basketball fan, had Indiana beating Louisville in the finals, and that's what I have.
There you have it, Les Shapiro.
I want to read some names and numbers to you. These are all coaches in the NFL Hall of Fame. George Allen, 118 wins, no Super Bowl rings. Sid Gilman, 122 wins, 1 Super Bowl ring. Marv Levy, 154 wins, no Super Bowl wins. John Madden, 103 wins, 1 Super Bowl ring. Hank Stram, 131 wins, 2 Super Bowl rings. You have 122 wins, with presumably a lot more to come, and 2 Super Bowl wins as a head coach, another ring as the offensive coordinator for the San Francisco 49ers. Do you ever think about your Hall of Fame credentials? Don't play modest with me now.
No, I really don't, to be honest with you.
Back on One with former Major League pitcher Steve Stone, currently a broadcaster. Let's talk about that Cy Young year you had, 1980 with the Baltimore Orioles. You went 25-7. You had an ERA of 3.23. You threw 9 complete games. Now, up until then, your career stats were 78 wins and 79 losses. Where did 25-7 come from?
It came a lot from a very good baseball team.
Just the other day, Mike said on the air that he clogs up the bases. And he came to me and he said, "Did you say that I clog up the bases?" And I went, and I kind of pointed at Mike, right?
I'm with stupid.
So, he did.
I wasn't here when he played here in Denver. You were, so I want to ask you exactly what is this guy going to bring to the table in terms of being able to rally this kind of lethargic franchise right now?
I couldn't make it to the news conference because I was doing my show on 102.3 ESPN at the time. And I had to listen in the studio. And as I listened more and more, you could feel the confidence and the animation in Patrick's voice more and more. And it brought back some great memories of when he was a player here for 8 years, of course. But what it made me realize was the more confident his voice got, it made me realize he's going to bring a confidence, a palpable confidence to this team. And I do believe, although he doesn't have experience on the NHL level coaching, I think the Avs are going to be in very, very good hands with this guy.
He just doesn't throw a good ball. I had a Broncos vice president talk to me on Thursday night, and he said to me, they're really working on 2 tracks here, the organization. On one track, they just wanted to preserve the dignity of the organization for the year and make the organization relevant again, not just with the NFL league-wide, but also their own fan base. So Tebow has helped restore the dignity of the franchise and preserve the dignity of the season. On the other track, John Elway and the scouts are off looking at other quarterbacks. John was off looking at 2 more quarterbacks this past weekend. So they're not convinced that Tebow's the answer, but from week to week, he is restoring the dignity and restoring the energy, and the fans are really digging it.
All right, Les, take it away.
I'm going to take a little bit different tack here, okay? All right, taking a knee at the end of both halves didn't bother me that much. But running the ball on 3rd and 7 with 2 minutes to go in regulation, that bothered me. And I'm glad John Fox is now owning it. A completed pass for a first down would have iced the game. The Broncos run out the clock. Flacco never gets a chance to do what he did. Isn't that why they went out and got Peyton Manning, to make those plays, to ice games, to win games? Look, at some point, you let your star players make plays. That's why they're stars, because they're capable of that.
Now, these days, coaching staffs crunch numbers and rely on percentages all day long. But sometimes you have to let your guys do their thing. That's good coaching, too, knowing who you have and what they're capable of. So to paraphrase Republicans when they spoke of Ronald Reagan, let Peyton be Peyton. That's why you got him.